The average person drinks between 1 liter and 2 liters of liquid per day, some of which is from single-use plastic containers. Americans alone send more than 38 billion plastic water bottles to the landfill every year. If laid end-to-end, that's enough bottles to travel to the moon and back more than 20 times. What can be done with all those discarded plastic bottles? In California, this plastic resource is given a refund value, or CRV. This is an extra fee placed on recycled beverage containers. This costs the consumer a few cents more when purchasing a bottle of water or a refreshing beverage. This added value encourages people to recycle and to reuse this polyester waste product. The carpet manufacturers use this post-consumer waste as a valuable resource material. This product is called PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Here, they are recycling millions of pounds of plastic bottles and making them into plush carpet. But what happens to the carpet made from these bottles after it is used, worn, and thrown away? Some of them go to LA Fiber Company in Southern California and are made into resaleable PET products.
The landfill is a problem. There's only so much space. It's best to create recycling programs that could take a very valuable commodity that ended its life, give it a new life. PET carpet is the predominant carpet in the world today. More than 55 to 60% of all the carpet we receive here is PET. That's polyester. We put it through hoppers to open up the fiber some more. We use airlay machines that creates like a little bat. That bat is like a sheet of carpet fibers going through into a needle punch machine, sews it together, thins it down from 4 inches down to a ½ inch, makes it more firm, goes into an oven to form into a cushion that gives it some tensile strength. We roll it up, and that's how we market the product. That's it right there. Very firm, sturdy, synthetic carpet cushion, and that's what we make here.
In Northern California, Circular Polymers is another innovative plant recycling discarded carpet.
You know, we're recovering a very valuable resource. Literally, this is plastics that we do not have to otherwise produce. When we look at greenhouse gas emissions, when we look at landfills, we really are a true recycling diversion story. We deconstruct residential carpet into fiber and pellets that are then sent on to various people for conversion into end consumer goods. CARE has been the flagship organization for carpet recycling on a national level.
CARE helps us with grants and subsidies and marketing help.
Dr. Robert Peoples, Executive Director of Carpet America Recovery Effort.
So CARE started in January of 2002, and since that time, we've been able to keep more than 4.5 billion pounds of carpet out of landfills. That's good because it reduces the greenhouse gases and it creates jobs for people. The mission of CARE is to work to develop market-based solutions to keep old carpet, used carpet, out of landfills. Why is that important? Because carpet is basically made from petroleum. So we pump it out of the earth one time, make it into these products, and at the end of their life, it goes to the landfill where it sits for hundreds of years. It's more efficient from an energy point of view, from a material point of view, if we can find ways to reuse and recycle these materials to get more than one useful life. At the end of the day, we have to have solid science to guide the decision-making process. That's why the work here at Humboldt State University with Dr. Brad Finney is so critical to CARE going forward to solve these problems.
So the stated goal for California is to reduce the amount of carpeting directly going to landfills by 24%. There isn't any one thing that's going to solve that problem. It's going to take a lot of different possible uses, and we're exploring just some of those.
PET is a polyester material that many things are made of. Some of these items are clothes, decking, food containers, signs, fireproof shingles, and even some of those plastic-based engine parts under the hood of cars. Here at the Arcata Wastewater Treatment Facility, Dr. Brad Finney and Dr. Eileen Cashman, along with Kelsey Burrell, their research assistant, are building a water filter that uses PET carpet as a filtration media. The goal here is to test the ability of this recycled carpet material to filter out various water quality constituents in a nearby wastewater pond. Dr. Finney.
So the length of that box and the dimensions of that box are mimicking a traditional septic tank leach field line. In this case, we're trying to use the carpet material, and it's literally just small pieces, shredded carpet, filled the box, and see how that would behave in terms of its ability to treat municipal wastewater constituents, nutrients, phosphorus, nitrogen, BOD, COD, total suspended solids, and then a full list of 68 inorganic and organic compounds that would potentially be undesirable in the discharge. It also includes constituents like the metals. So there's a little bit of copper, a little bit of zinc, iron, those things that we see typically in wastewater. Those are removed 30, 50, sometimes higher percentage. So it's really done a very nice job. But probably more important is the biological treatment that occurred. The carpet fibers provides this huge surface area for those bacteria to attach to and therefore set up their colonies. The bacteria are there. They take up some of the waste products and transform them to less harmful or even in some cases beneficial material, and they're happy, they got their food, we're happy because the water's cleaner.
Brad and Eileen have discovered another location that needs a PET-type filtering system.
The Humboldt Bay Harbor and Recreation District owns a facility called Fields Landing, which is a historic boat repair facility. And they have a boat lift that they use to pull large boats out of the water so they can be cleaned and repaired. And we're doing some work to try to provide them filtration equipment that would assist in reducing both the solids that leave the facility and also water runoff. They're spraying, washing the boats, they're doing metal work, they're painting. A lot of that material then drips off the boats and it contains various metals, solvents, and other pollutants that can make their way from that facility into Humboldt Bay. We've surrounded the entire facility with what are called wattles. They're like sausages, 6 inches in diameter, 4 feet long, stacked up along the fence line. They're made out of a recycled carpet fiber, resembles a carpet pad, underlayment to a carpet. They're rolled up and then they're laid along the fence line. That will help keep water that leaves the site due to runoff, provide some filtration before that water leaves the site. It's almost like a silt fence where we're stopping the movement of particulate matter off-site. In addition, we're providing some filtration media that's used in one of their drains to try to filter out some of the solids, particularly the metals, before they leave the site, and organic material, oils and grease. In addition, we're providing them with some mats that are used under the boats while they're being cleaned. So the water and the material that drips off the boats will fall onto the mats and are captured so it won't run off on the asphalt and then during a storm event or rain event wash into the drain. But at some point, it either is going to be shaken off in a controlled way where you actually contain the dust that comes off of it, or you just roll it up and dispose of it. Zinc in particular, and then copper also, both of those are potential contaminants that can injure or become toxic to certain aquatic organisms. Those are removed 30, 50, sometimes higher percentage. So it's really done a very nice job. In addition, our wattles have a lot higher surface area, internal surface area for capturing solids, a higher opportunity during the wet season to get an active biological community formed within the wattle that can actually be doing some treatment in addition to just physically capturing solids. So that's great. It's really worked out well. As a society, we've chosen to use carpeting as a home furnishing or office furnishing product. So the question is, how can we best treat or reuse or recycle, repurpose the product if not going to go back to being oil? My personal view is that the PET wattles that we're using actually are better than the straw wattles that are traditionally used in many applications. They perform better, they last longer, they do a better job of removing harmful material from the stormwater or wastewater. What we're looking at is to try to reduce the amount of carpeting that's going to landfills 24%.
So those are the challenges we face. How do we effectively collect the product that's been dispersed in the environment, bring it to a central location, disassemble it, purify it, and then put it back into new products? We have about 3 dozen or so recyclers across the United States that do this. Our mission is not to recycle the carpet. Our mission is to really help those entrepreneurs to find ways to recycle more carpet.
Most Californians, and CalRecycle, pride themselves in wanting to create a zero-waste environment. Zero waste means developing sustainable uses of our resources. Successful sustainability happens when we have a combination of dedicated science, government incentives, committed industry groups like CARE, and a healthy entrepreneurial spirit.